Hello, Philippine Bible Ministry, embracing suffering, short version. I was so I have two different postings that I do. One is the long version, short version. I decided a while back to just use the Philippine Bible Ministry email group and the posting mostly, just keep that to the short version. But I had a longer video that I really felt strongly about that I really wanted to share with everyone. And since I promised to make them short, which I've already used 30 seconds of this one, I decided to make another one, maybe a shorter version, maybe make it simplify if I can turn down my verbosity, my words, if I could not have as many words. Try to make it simple. Basically, the Bible talks about denying yourself. Jesus said, "Deny yourself, pick up your cross, follow me." Basically, that we're supposed to follow Jesus. And as disciples of Jesus, all believers, all true believers, are disciples of Jesus. We follow him. He is the focus of our life. He very well should be. Everything else he does, he adds to our life. Of course, he lets us have a normal life to some degree, but at the end of the day, we should be something like him, right? We should be following him. Jesus said, if you don't deny yourself, and if you don't do these things, if you don't, whoever doesn't give up his things, his family for me, can't be my disciple, right? So what's he talking about, right? Is he talking about just turn your back? No, he's not talking about turn your back on your family. He's talking about the only way that he can make us is through suffering. The only way that human beings can be changed is through suffering. And Jesus is our model. So we expect a nice, happy, blessed life full of joy, and we do have a lot of that. But the goodness of God also includes down hard times, because that's how he makes us. Are you willing to take the cup of suffering? Are you willing to embrace it? Are you just going to stay in your lukewarm, comfortable pew and have listen to other stories about other people do that? Or that's for us? Is that for us? That is for us. um, Jesus said, if you love me, you'll obey me, right? If you love him, you'll embrace it. Why? Because that's the way it is, right? That's the way it is. This life that we're in is a very short time, right? And at the end of the day, we're all going to face Jesus. That he's the judge of all, not just the sinners who don't repent, but he's the judge of the believers. What did you do with my life? What did you do with the life I gave you? And people make light of that. I make very serious of that. What do you do with the life he gave you? What do you do with it? Are you just living a comfortable life? Are you more concerned about your home and your toys and like I say, right now, I would give up everything. I would give up this house we built in the Philippines. I would give my right eye up to my family if they could all come to a saving knowledge and life of Jesus Christ. I would just to finish the race for the Lord is really all I care about. In the end, that's not all I care about, but that's what I'm focused on. And so, whatever it is, Lord, so be it. They say, don't pray for patience. I'm praying for patience. Oh, don't pray for, so whatever you have for me, Lord, whatever it requires, it requires ash and sackcloth. My friend Leonard Ravenhill, um, he was a pretty famous guy back in the 60s and 70s and whatnot. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, I love this guy. He's such a prophet. Could you please give me your mantle?" Because Elijah gave his mantle to Elisha when he was carried up into heaven. And so a lot of people, especially in certain circles, the charismatic people, they wanted his. Could you please give me your mantle? I'll be your Timothy. We have the same heart. I'm praying for revival. I'm with you. I'm 1,000% with you, Mr. Ravenhill. And he would always answer them the same way. He said, well, I don't really have a mantle to give you, but I do have ash and sackcloth for you. No takers. No takers on that, but that's what's required. Read Hebrews 11, the Hall of Faith, where it talks about all these people, these great prophets of God, these great men of faith that were in His will, that God had blessed gloriously. They're blessed gloriously now with the Lord. And what happened to them? They embraced it, and what most of them suffered. They suffered a lot. I'm not saying that we should go out and suffer and beat ourselves up and jump off cliffs and do stupid things or tempt God. No, we should live, and God will give us good things. I'm not saying that there's no good things. What I'm saying is, If you want the full orb life, if you want the abundant life, if you want the total life, or if you want to not quit worrying about what's going on around you, and the lukewarmness that I see embraced in this world, and if you want to live a life for Christ, then you just embrace whatever He has for you. And if it comes about that, this is what I've called you to do, but it's going to require you to go this way, then go that way. I said, well, He would never call me there because I don't like hot weather, or He will never do this because this is not for, and why should I give up my toys, and why should I, do what you want. Do what you want. But I'm just asking you, what do you think? What would Jesus want you to give up? What would He want you to do? He wants you to do something with your life. He does. And it's not just a normal life. There's no normal life for a believer, follower of Jesus Christ. So embrace it, brother and sister, or not. I could be crazy, but I'd rather be crazy for Jesus on that day when I face Him than just sit around watching other people live out the Christian life. God bless you guys. Ta for now.